Have you ever heard that the person most likely to buy from you or to hire you is somebody who's already bought from you or hired you before? So wouldn't it be great if all of the prospects that you ever talked to were like clones or duplicates of your current customers? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how Facebook allows you to do just that with a special feature called a lookalike audience. Now, in my last video, I talked about aligning the 3 M's of marketing, namely your message with your market using the right medium. And in this case, the medium is the Facebook ads, and we want to take our message and we want to put it in front of the right market. And the best way to do that is by using custom audiences and this feature that we're going to talk about today, lookalike audiences. So in the last video, we talked about custom audiences and creating an audience based on people who have signed up for your email list or have purchased from you or who have visited your website. Today, we're going to take that custom audience and we're going to expand its functionality to make it something even more special. If you haven't already seen my video on custom audiences, then I highly recommend that you take a look at it. I've put a link to it at the end of this video. So to get started, I'm in my ads manager and I want to select on audiences. We're going to create an audience. Now, here it has a lookalike audience. Now, lookalike audiences are all based on custom audiences, so you need to create one before you can create the other. So here's asking to select your lookalike source. If you already have a custom audience saved in the Facebook Ads Manager, then you will just go in here and it will bring up a list of all of the different options for you. So it's telling me here that my customer emails are the source for the lookalike audience. Now I want to select an audience location, and each lookalike audience has to be specific to one country. So if you are marketing to multiple countries, you're going to create multiple lookalike audiences based on that email list. Okay, so for this example, I'm just going to use my home country of Canada, and then you have to select an audience size. So what this is saying is the audience size ranges from 1 to 10% of the combined population of your selected location. So it's taking the top 1% to the top 10% of people who match up with your email list. So it's important to know that for every percentage that you move this, your audience is going to get bigger and bigger. You can see here that, so if I go back to 1%, my audience is about 260,000. And if I go to 2%, it almost doubles, and so on. So I just move that along, and my audience will grow. But as your audience grows here, then the quality of the clone, if you will, starts to degrade. The people at the 10th percentile are not going to be as closely related to your list as the ones who are in the top 1 percentile. When I spoke to a Facebook ad representative one time about this, she actually recommended starting out at the 3% and then letting your ad kind of narrow the audience. But the 3% goes pretty broad, but it really depends on how big an audience you're dealing with here. Like 780,000 people, for a service business, that's a lot of people to market to. And I'm not going to, if I wasn't using a big ad budget, maybe $10 a day, $30 a day, it would take a long time to kind of go through all those people. So it's up to you, depending on the type of service that you're promoting, how big an audience you want to deal with. You just make your selection based on that. So I would leave that here at 1%, and then you just click the audience, create audience. And here you can see that a lookalike audience for Canada. So it's taken my email list. It's gone through all of that information, all the data points that they collect on those people in Facebook. They've gone out into Canada, and all the Canadians that are on Facebook, it's found the top 1% that match up really closely with my email list and created this lookalike audience. So it's going to take a little while for it to populate. Now, notice here that it says below 1,000 for the size. Ideally, you want at least 1,000 people in your audience. So if it ends up that it's below 1,000, I would go back and I would expand that to the top 3% of people in Canada who match up with my email list, just so that I have a more representative selection of people. Because this audience is going to be really small, and it's not going to take a long time for everybody in that audience to see my ads. So depending on the size of the population for this audience, you want to either go back and expand it or wait until you have a bigger list and submit the list. I had a very small email list, so it was based on that. But if you have tens of thousands of people or 100,000 people or more, then obviously it's going to be easier to populate that audience. So that's how you create a lookalike audience based on an email list. Let's take a look at how you can create a lookalike audience based on people who come to your website. So here again, we select website as our source. And let's say that I own a plastic surgery practice and I want to create a lookalike audience of all people who have come to my website and looked at a specific page, say on rhinoplasty. So what I would do here is I would say I want all people who visited pages with the word rhinoplasty in the URL in the past 30 days. And I want to exclude people who have requested my ultimate guide on rhinoplasty. And when they've given me the email address, they're redirected to this page. So what I'm saying here is I want all people who visit any page with rhinoplasty but have not signed up to my to get my ultimate guide. Any of those people are going to be my custom audience. So we're going to go rhinoplasty visitors. And we create the audience. Now it says here, it may take a few minutes for us to match your customers to people on Facebook. I should mention something here. I do not have the Facebook pixel for this test account installed on any of my websites. To do a custom audience and a lookalike audience based on website traffic, you need to have the Facebook pixel installed on your website. If you don't know what the Facebook pixel is, I've created a video on that as well. Check the description below for a link. Okay, so once the audience has been populated, you could then click on create the lookalike audience, go through the same steps, and you're done just like that. Now you can also create a lookalike audience from video views. So what you would have to do is create a custom audience based on video views. And then as soon as you've created that audience, then select create lookalike audience, and you will be able to go through the same steps for that custom audience based on video views. So if you found this video useful, I'd really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and let me know that you liked it, and leave a comment down below and tell me exactly what it is that you are going to use the lookalike audiences for and how you're going to use it in your business. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. I don't care, but leave me a comment as to what you didn't like about the video. Don't be shy. And finally, if you're interested in learning how to take this information, how to use lookalike audiences and custom audiences to create Facebook campaigns to attract new clients, new customers into your business, then hit the subscribe button and enable notifications, because you won't want to miss upcoming videos. I'm going to create videos that show you how to take a person who has never heard of you with a Facebook ad, attract them into your world, and turn them into a paying client. So you won't want to miss that. Until next time, I'm Curtis Penner. Thanks for watching.